Hi guys! I'm so proud of myself for making this video with minimal help from Sarah. But thank you so much, Sarah, for your help finally getting back into the YouTube channel that we created like forever ago. And I took like, I don't know, 2 days to try to like guess what our 19 and 20-year-old selves would have been thinking when we were creating the original channel and what we might have created as a password. So I finally got in, and hopefully this video will be there soon. And I know it's mostly for Cori. So excited about this palette. This makes me so happy. It's actually really, really big. It's like, I have no convenient way to store it yet, but it's really, really great. And it comes with this little thing. And so this is the little card that tells you all the names. I don't know if I can get it to where you can see it. All the names of the shades in the palette. And I know Cori said you can't trust YouTubers to do it, so I'm going to tell you about it. Alright. I feel like there should be like a dramatic effect, like, ah. This is the palette. It's actually, I think the lighting is actually pretty good. I have like mostly natural light coming in from the window. And so this is what it looks like inside. And like these colors down here, these 4 right here are the ones that like Cori would look so amazing wearing these 4 shades. And so I just want her to like come here. Cori, please come here so I can put these 4 shades on your eyelids and cry because they're so beautiful like that. And then the ones that I've been using the most, well, I've actually only used it once. I used it once and I did like a look to go to work in, which was like a really subtle look. I used this one right here as a transition color. And then I used this one. This one was the one that I used to kind of like get out of my comfort zone of colors that are really, really neutral and really similar. I have my my Naked Smoky palette that I use like almost every day. And so I wanted this because they're almost completely all warm tones. And even like the really dark ones down here are still like pretty warm for being like the dark colors that you would use for an eyeliner. And so, yeah, I think it's really great for creating a warm smoky eye. That's probably like the best part of it. And then another thing about the palette that I don't think like a lot of YouTubers have really talked about is the fact that there's some that are complete like pressed glitters, and there's some that are like satin glitters, and then there's some that are just like a basic satin color. A good example would be this one right here. I'm too lazy to look at the card to see what it's called. I think that one is 24/7. This shade right here is a pressed glitter. Like, I haven't even swatched it yet, but it looks like it could fall apart and become like a glitter mess at any moment. It's beautiful, but it looks like it could fall apart. And when I swatch it, you'll definitely see exactly what I'm talking about. And then something like this one is Obsessed. This one right here. It looks very, very different, like in the pan, than 24/7 down here. It looks like more of like just a shimmer satin, just like a straight up satin. And then this one right here, I haven't been using this one as my brow bone highlight, but I think it would be a really pretty like yellow toned brow bone highlight. I've been using this one because this is a little bit more like orangey or like beigey, and this one is definitely like a cream yellow, and this one is like a satin. It's definitely not a matte. Like at first glance it looks kind of like these, like a matte. This one is definitely a satin. And then these are the colors like over here that I'm like most disappointed with, I think, in the palette, because even on my camera right now, which my camera doesn't by any means have like fantastic lighting, or fantastic quality of picking up the color. Sarah knows what I'm talking about, whatever that is. But these are the ones that really kind of disappointed me because they're so pink. Like this is a like straight up like mauvey pink when you see it in person. It's not like a pretty like dusty pink, which I don't really use pink that much anyway, so I don't think I'm gonna get much use out of those. But those are definitely like satins. But yeah, I can't wait to put this is a really dark green, like a really, really deep forest green. I can't wait to put that one to good use. And then I think I'm really gonna like Obsessed, this one right here, as a shimmery color. So yeah, I'm gonna do a swatch video of all these and I'll talk a little bit more about them when I swatch them and probably like lose my mind because I haven't swatched most of these. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, let's get started filming the actual tutorial. So between the intro and then this video, it only took me like 5 years to edit it. So kudos to everybody who does YouTube. I don't know how those people do it because it's so hard. I spent like 40 minutes trying to figure out how to edit everything. So good on them for figuring out how to do that and like do it daily. But for you guys, because I love you, you're gonna get unfiltered, unedited Cathleen because editing is just a bridge too far. All right, so I have the palette sitting over here, and I'm gonna show you guys. I think I'm gonna use this one as my brow bone highlight. I haven't used it before, but we'll see how that turns out. Let's see. I'm looking up above the monitor into the mirror so I can see what I would normally see while I'm putting on my makeup. Hope it doesn't look like super crazy that I'm looking above the camera. Okay, that looks really good. It's not as yellow as I thought it would be. I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this like speed up because it's probably really boring watching me like just pack on eyeshadow. But you really don't need to like pack these on. They're really, really easy to work with, and I think that's what I like most about it. They're just super, super like user-friendly. I'm gonna go in with, this is the same color I used last time for my crease color, and they're really, really powdery. Especially, I think the darker the colors get, the powderier? They get more powdery. So you definitely have to tap off your brush. I always tap off my brush anyway because I don't clean them as much as I should. So I'm always tapping them off to make sure I don't have excess on there. Okay, it's not super noticeable in the camera, but I definitely see that it's a really nice transition shade in the mirror. All right, let's see, what next? Ooh, I think I'm gonna go in, I think this is the color Pooter. I think so, yeah. I'm gonna go in with this really like warm orangey color right here. Ooh, that one's really powdery. I'm gonna focus it like on the outer V. I mean, when I'm doing my makeup, I really just do like the basic bare minimum of what you see like every YouTuber do in their videos. Because usually I am going to work. I can't have like a super crazy makeup look when I'm going to work every single day. I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right, I think those are pretty well blended out. really like that yellowy color. It's not gonna go with a whole lot of like the clothes that I wear, but I really, really like it. That middle shade, this one. I really like that one. All right, this was the E40. In case Cori is curious, it's the Sigma E40. I know no one else cares. All right, let's see. And then this is a Real Techniques base shadow brush. I'm gonna take that, and I think I'm just gonna put a color on my outer corner and kind of like blend it in just a little bit, but keep it like on the lid. Let's see, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do this color. This is Mocha. Right there. I think I'm going to do that one. Ooh, wow. It's like a ton of pigment. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, wow. It's super pigmented. You know, they're really pigmented, but they are, like the darker colors are a little bit harder to blend, I think, than like the Urban Decay Naked palettes. But I think the fact that they have so much pigment makes up for it, at least for me. Okay, I just want to make sure that's really nice and blended, like on that lid part right there. I'm going to do it on the other side. You guys get to see all my embarrassing makeup faces that I make in the mirror while I'm putting all my makeup on. I don't know why I always like have my mouth open while I'm doing my eyeshadow. Alright, I'm just going to make sure everything is really blended. This is just turning into like a brown smoky eye. Good job, Cathleen. Good job. Alright. Okay, and then I'm going to take this brush from Wet n Wild. It's just kind of a brush you use to like pack on shadow onto the lid. And I'm going to take this one right here, which I think is called Hustle. It looks a lot more cool toned on the camera than it is in here. In here it is cool toned, but it's more of like a, almost like a warmish purple, a little bit, if that makes sense. And I know these are the ones that you're probably supposed to use wet, but I want to see how it looks dry. Okay, there's not a whole lot, excuse me, not a whole lot of pigment when you use it dry, so I do understand what you know, like even Jaclyn Hill in her video was like, oh, you're supposed to use this wet, but it's really pretty. Trying to pack it all over the lid. Alright, now that I did that, let's try doing it with my finger and see if that packs like way more of a punch. Oh, wow. They literally feel like butter when you touch them. Like solidified powder butter. Alright. Oh, see? Does give you like a really, really shiny sparkle. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. Oh yeah, you can. This eye compared to this eye, wow. Okay, the shimmers you should definitely use with your finger because they are beautiful when you apply them with your finger. Oh my gosh. I'm going to blend it out just a teeny tiny bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, let's get started on the lower lash line. I really want to use that green color that I've been like dying to use. I think first I'm gonna go in, this is just a cheap little like elf brush. I'm gonna take this one. It's really like densely packed, and so I can get like right underneath my lower lash line. I'm gonna take this color I used as my brow bone highlight, or not my brow bone highlight, as my crease color. Take that right underneath. You can't really see it a whole lot. Alright, let's see. And then after that, I think I'm going to go in with this color, same brush. Just a little bit of this. Alright, let's see. And then the fun part, I'm going to take a really small brush, like this one. I'm going to go into this mocha color right here. It's actually a lot lighter in person than in the pan, or what you see on the camera. I always have such a hard time making sure that it's so tight at my lower lash line. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. And I have a lot of real estate underneath my eye, but I feel like if it gets too low at any point, then it just starts to look messy. Okay, cool. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch brushes, and I'm gonna use this angled brush. This is a Real Techniques brush, and I'm gonna go in with this super dark green down here. This should have been a color that I swatched before I put it on my eye, but we'll see how it turns out. Let's see. Oh, that is so beautiful. That is really beautiful. I know the camera's not picking it up, but that makes like a beautiful, beautiful eyeliner, and nobody would guess that it's a green until they really got close to your face, which is what I like. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm so pleased with that. Oh my gosh, once I add eyeliner, that is gonna look so good. Let's take just a teeny tiny bit of it, just a teeny tiny bit, underneath the lash line. Okay, I don't think that did a whole lot, but perfect. All right, let's see. I think the last thing I'm gonna do is I think I need to darken it up right at this outer corner and maybe take a little bit more on the lid. So, I'm gonna go into this color, which is a little bit darker and more cool toned than Mocha up here. So I'm gonna go into this color, which I think is called Central Park. And I'm gonna take this, I think I need a better brush for this. I'm gonna take this onto this brush, this e.l.f. brush. And kind of just put that in the outer V area. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think the shimmery shades are so packed with pigment when you put them on your lid. You almost need like a really, really deep shade in your crease to kind of complement that. And really have a lot of contrast, because if you just have like super, super shimmery stuff on your lid, at least I don't necessarily like that. Okay. I think we're good. I'm gonna blend out the edges. This is just like a clean Luxie 205 brush. I don't know if you can actually see that. Does that make it focus? There we go. All right, I'm gonna blend out these edges. Make sure there's no harsh lines. All right, and I should mention that I did, and I always do, prime my eyes with, I just use the Sephora eye primer. It's just like a clear primer. It comes out just completely clear, and then it's not really designed for like oily eyelids or dry eyelids. I just think it's a nice like moisturizing eye primer, and it does help the pigments show up a lot better. All right, let's see. Eyeliner. I think I'm just going to use, this is just like a super simple Ulta, there we go, Ulta eyeliner in black. Just going to tight line a little bit. My eyes always get so watery when I put eyeliner on. Yay, it looks so good. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to clean up. I always clean up any fallout just with a really big brush. Perfect. And I think the last thing, the very last thing, I'm going to take this itty bitty little Real Techniques brush. And I'm going to take this same color I used to highlight my brow bone. And I'm going to do my inner corner. Oh my gosh, look at that difference. You can barely tell any of the difference between like my entire eyes on the camera, but you can see that inner corner highlight. That is so pretty. And that's this color right here, the same one. Pack on just a little bit more because why not? All right, I think that's it. I'm gonna do mascara and then I'll be done. Let's see. I always curl my lashes, which you guys know, like I can't live without curling my lashes. This video is going to be like forever long and I'm not going to figure out how to like do the fast forward thing through it at all. So sorry guys, especially Cori. My goal is to one day figure out how to multitask while curling my eyelashes. Probably a dangerous endeavor, but I think it'd be really cool. All right, and then my new obsession with mascara, this is my second bottle of this. I've been using this for like, I think like 5 months now, is the Thick and Fast from Soap and Glory at Target, and it's only like 10 bucks. This is awesome, and it's like a huge applicator. It's really easy to apply to. You know, I think if I even smoked out that green around my lash line, that would look really, really good with black mascara too. Alright, and then I think for lipstick, not that this is a video about lipstick, but for lipstick I'm going to do MAC's Modesty. This is what I've been wearing for like ever. I got it, well, not forever, forever for the past 2 weeks. I got it when Frankie and I went to the new Ulta on Michigan Avenue. So this is my newest obsession. Oh wow, that looks really like concealer status nude on my lips on camera. I promise it does not look that that nude in real life. It actually has like a really pink undertone. That is crazy how nude it looks on camera. It almost looks like I should have like a a dark brown eyeliner as my lip liner around it to be a like a really awful grungy 90s look. That would be perfect. Alright guys, this is the finished look, as they say. So I think this has been a lesson in why Cathleen should not make YouTube videos. And I hope it goes up without too many hiccups in the editing. And we're now at like 30 minutes long for this video, so you're welcome, Cori. I love you.